Hello everyone, myself Sowmya, Assistant Professor in CSE AIML Department, MLR Institute of Technology. So in this video, we are going to discuss about custom filters in AngularJS. So in the previous videos, we have seen so many built-in filters. So now we will see how to create our own filter in this video. So this video mainly focusing on how to create custom filter, step-by-step process we will see, and we will also see some example applications. So now how to create custom filters. So we have seen so many built-in filters in the previous videos like currency filter, date filter, uppercase filter, lowercase filter. So in the same way, if we have any requirement which doesn't satisfied by any of the predefined filter, then we can create our own filter. So we know the common syntax for all the filters. So this is the common syntax for all the predefined filters. So within this double curly braces, you are writing the expression for which you want to apply the filter. And after that, the pipe symbol which indicates the filter. And after that, you are writing the name of the filter. After writing the name of the filter, put a colon, and after that, you can give the options or parameters. If you have any specifications regarding that filter, you can mention that. So this is the common syntax. The same syntax we are following here also for custom filters also. But before calling this custom filter, we need to define the function for that. How the custom filter should work. So that we need to define. So how we can do that? We will see the step-by-step process. So the first step is define the filter function. So to create our own filter, we are using a function here. So the function name is filter. So to apply this filter, again we need to create a module. So we know the module is nothing but it's a container which connects all the parts of your application. So the parts it may be filter, it may be directive, it may be controller, right? To connect all those things, you are creating the module first. So whatever the module object is there, app. So for that app, you are creating a filter. So now the filter function will take two parameters here. The first parameter is the name of the filter. So here in my case, in this case, the name of the filter is custom uppercase, and the second one is a function without any parameters. So now this function should return something. So whatever this function is returning, that in that return type, again I am taking one more user defined function. So for this function, I am passing one parameter as input. So this input will be common for all the type of filters. It may be predefined filters or user defined filters. So what is this input? In that syntax of filters, you are giving some expression. So for this expression only, the corresponding filter will be applied. So whatever the expression you are giving, that I am taking as input. So this is common for all the filters. So mandatorily all the filter function, user defined filter function will take one common input, that is input. So now I am defining this. So how I am defining? If any input is there. So if the user specifies some input and if he calls this filter function, then I can apply this filter. If the user is not specifying any input, simply if I call if he or she calls the filter, I cannot do anything, right? So first I need to check whether the user has entered some input or not, right? So if of input, if any input is there, then apply this logic. What is this logic? For the given input, convert into uppercase, to uppercase. So why? Because here I am creating a custom filter to convert the given string into uppercase. Of course, we have a built-in filter for this. I am just taking one example here. So for the given input, apply this function to uppercase. Whatever the value is there, that will be returned here. Otherwise, if no input is there or if the input is not matching the criteria, then return the input as it is. So if the input is empty, you can return it as it is. So if any input is there, then you can apply this. If any input, if the input is not available or if it is not valid, then as it is, the input will be returned. So in this case, we are converting the given input into uppercase. So how to call this? So this is like a backend. We have created one filter function for uppercase. But now how to call this filter? So this is the thing. So here within double curly braces, I am writing my string within double quotes, that is hello world. And for this I am applying the filter. What is the filter you are applying? You are applying the filter called custom uppercase. The name of the filter is custom uppercase. So now this hello world will work as a input for my filter. So whatever the input is there, yes, input is there here. So if input is there, what I need to do? Convert this into uppercase using to uppercase function. So the given input will be converted into uppercase and the same thing will be returned. So if there is no input here, then if you call this custom uppercase, what it will return? The same input. That means the empty input it will return. So now here in this case, I am not passing any parameters. We know the syntax of filter. Firstly, you need to give the expression, and after that pipe symbol, then after that filter name, then after colon, you need to give some parameters or options. But here I am not giving any options or parameters. Why? Because we have written the function like that. So here I am defining my own function which takes only one parameter. That too, this parameter is the given expression. So now I am not taking any additional parameters to indicate this options. So if you want to provide any options, then you need to change the functionality of your user defined function. So that we will see in the next slide. So a filter with argument. So if you want to give any argument for your filter, then you need to use the syntax. The same syntax, the same function you're using, a filter function, which will take two parameters again, the name of the filter and the function without any parameter. So this function is returning again a function, but here I'm taking two parameters. The first parameter indicates the given expression and the second parameter indicates the options. So the first parameter is input, that is given expression, and the second parameter length is nothing but options. So now here the filter name is truncate text. So I want to truncate the given text till the given length. Like if the length is 5 characters, I want to truncate till 5th character or 5 characters. Like that, I want to develop my filter. So here I am checking two conditions, whether input is there or not. Yes, if the input is there, I need to check whether the input dot length is greater than the given length or not. For example, you have the input as hello. You want to truncate this text to 10 characters. So this is length and this is the length of the input dot length. So if the input length is only 5 characters, but you want to truncate it to 10 characters, it is not possible. Possible in the sense we don't have that, right? It will simply give the spaces. So for a better programming, I am checking that condition also, whether input dot length is greater than the given length or not. If the input dot length is greater than the given length, then only this logic will be applied. Otherwise, as it is, the input will be returned. So if these conditions, two conditions are true, matching, then what I am returning? For the given input, apply the substring method. So for the substring method, it will expect two indexes, the starting index and the ending index. So the starting index is 0 and the ending index is the length. So if I give 0, 5, so the characters will be printed from 0 to 4 like that. So that is the a filter with argument. So now how to call this filter? So this is the thing. So within double curl braces, I am passing a variable here. The variable name is long text. For this, I am applying the filter pipe symbol, and the name of the filter is truncate text. Truncate text is my user defined filter name. And after that colon I am giving, after colon I am giving 20. So this 20 will work as a length variable and this will work as a input. So first you need to check whether input is there or not. Yes, input is there. And input dot length, whether the length of the input is greater than 20, then only this filter will be applied and then I'll get the output. So we'll see one example program for to cover these two filters. So we know this is mandatory for all the AngularJS applications to use the AngularJS libraries. So here I am making a division for my AngularJS where I am giving two attributes, ngapp and ngController, right? So these two are mandatory if you want to develop a module or controller. So now here I am displaying 4 lines of text. The first line is a heading, custom filter example. The second line is a original text. So original text is a plain text, a label here, and I am displaying a variable called original text. The second one is uppercase text. It is a normal label, and here for the same original text, I am applying the filter. What is the filter you are applying? Your filter name is custom uppercase without any arguments, without any options. Then coming to the next one, truncated text is a label. So here for the long text, another new variable. For long text variable, you are applying a filter called truncate text, and here you are passing the options also. What is the parameter, additional parameter you are passing? 20. So these are all unknown. We don't know what is long text, what is original text, what custom uppercase function will do, what truncate text function will do. We don't know, like how to create these filters and what are these things we will see in the module part. So now in the script, I am creating a module. The name of the, the reference of this module is app. For this app, I am creating a controller. So we know the name of the controller, and the second one is a function with one predefined parameter $scope, which is an object. So now this name of the controller should match with the ng controller name. So now here we know we have two unknown variables. So that is original text and long text. These two values I am defining. So original text is assigned to hello AngularJS custom filters, and long text will be assigned to this is a long piece of text that needs truncation. So now I need to create my own filter. So two unknown variables we have written, but now I need to define the two unknown filters also. We have used two user defined filters here. One is custom uppercase filter and the other one is truncate text filter. So that we will define. So how to define the filter? App dot, for the same app I am applying the filter function, which will take two parameters, the name of the filter which you are calling. The second one is a function without any parameters. So now this function is returning something, and this function I am taking one input which is nothing but expression. So this is the same function which we discussed in the previous slides. If any input is there, return the uppercase of the given input. So first for the input, uppercase will be converted and that will be returned. Otherwise, if the input is not there, if the input is not valid, then return the input as it is. So this is the uppercase filter. And coming to the truncate text, so another filter I am defining truncate text. Here in the function I am taking two variables, one is input and the other one is length. So if the input is present, yes, and if the input length is greater than the asked length, they are asking for 20 characters to truncate the 20 characters. But if your input length is more than 20, yes, you can apply this. What is the logic you are applying? You are applying substring function from 0 to length, that is 0 to 20. Otherwise, if this condition is not matching, then the input is returned as it is. So this is the output. I will get 4 lines of text. This is the heading. This is the original text, and this is the uppercase filter applied to the original text, and this is the truncate filter applied to the long text. So we'll try to execute this program. So this is the output I am getting here. So one is the heading, the second one is the original text, and the next one is the uppercase text. So original text you are converting into uppercase, and the last one is truncate text. In that, for the given long text you are applying the filter. So 0 to 20 characters, 20 index values will be printed. So in this video we have seen mainly how to create a custom filter and how to create a custom filter with parameters or arguments, and we will also see in some example application. Thank you.